Welcome back to another episode of What If here on Happy Hour. This week we are taking a break from our 90s MCU, and in honor of Star Wars, we are doing the Star Wars prequels. So what we're doing is we're taking the prequels and putting it as if it came out today, and who would direct it, who would star in it. So to kick things off, I'm going to go first because you weren't a part of that yet. You didn't come in and start doing the what ifs yet. But me and Bell had did A New Hope for the first ever episode of What If. We took that and redid it. And so I just want to refresh because these prequels would be prequels to my version of New Hope that I mentioned then. And my version of A New Hope then was directed by Jon Favreau. It had Tom Holland as Luke Skywalker, Florence Pugh as Princess Leia, Shia LaBeouf as Han Solo, Colin Firth as Ben Kenobi, Billy Eichner as C-3PO, Kyle Chandler as Owen Lars, Marissa Tomei as Beru Lars, Gary Oldman as Tarkin, and Tom Hardy as the voice of Darth Vader. So these are my prequels to that film. Do you want me to go first with Phantom Menace, or do you want
to go for it, man?
All right. My Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, is directed by Taika Waititi. I think he's a good choice, good director. I think, we've seen what he did with his episode of Mandalorian. It was really good, so I wanted him to come in and do this, bring some humor into Phantom Menace, because he is also going to be playing Jar Jar Binks in this film. Yeah.
Man.
It's going to change people's minds. They're going to like Jar Jar this time.
I don't know what the problem is.
So Taika is playing Jar Jar in the film. And obviously, Billy Eichner is coming back in a small role in this one as C-3PO. So my new cast in this film would be several people that have worked with Taika before coming in and doing this film with him, including Roman Griffin Davis, who is playing young Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah,
so what's that?
That's the same guy I got.
Okay. So he's playing young Anakin. And then I have Cate Blanchett, who's worked with Taika before, come in and play his mom, Shmi Skywalker. Smaller role for her, but she's going to come in and do that. And then, let's see here. You have Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon are the two main characters of this film, the Master and Apprentice, the Jedis that take you through this journey. There is only one answer to play Qui-Gon. And this is why I don't know. I'm curious who you're going to pick because there's only one answer, and that is Keanu Reeves. It's Qui-Gon. Yes. Keanu Reeves is going to be Qui-Gon in my version. And as Obi-Wan Kenobi, I chose Robert Pattinson. So I think it's going to be very interesting. Going to blow people's minds. For Queen Amidala / Padme, I have Kiernan Shipka. For Captain Panica, I have Brian Tyree Henry. For Watto, I have Jermaine Clement, I think is how you pronounce his name, who also has worked with Taika on What We Do in the Shadows. And for Sheev Palpatine, who has a smaller role in this film, but overall, he's huge. Darth Sidious going to be a huge part of this trilogy. I have James Spader.
God.
Yeah.
God. Ain't nobody scared of James Spader.
That's what you think. You're going to be very afraid. Do it. For Yoda and Mace Windu, throughout this trilogy, I have Bill Hader as the voice of Yoda and Chadwick Boseman as Mace Windu. And then for my villain of this film, my physical villain, Darth Maul, I have Idris Elba. Obviously, he's going to be doing more in this film than he did in the original Phantom Menace. Taika's going to expand on his character, give him some more lines, make him more more interesting like they did in the Clone Wars. We're going to make that happen in this film, but Idris Elba's going to play him. All right, man. What you got?
We have some different choices.
I imagine.
I thought the Qui-Gon might be the same, but it's not even close. So for my director, I've got Alfonso Cuarón coming in to start this off. I've got a few actors playing multiple characters throughout this trilogy. I've got Jar Jar and Yoda. They're both being voiced by Bill Hader.
Man.
He's doing them both because he is unstoppable.
Is he doing the motion capture for Jar Jar?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's quite impressive.
You doing a puppet for Yoda?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not trying real stuff. Mace Windu, I've got Marshall Ali coming in. You went a little younger.
Yeah.
I thought we were supposed to go closer to the ages, but it is, you know. For Darth Maul, I got Doug Jones, who's worked with Guillermo del Toro a lot. So he's used to a lot of like weird looking characters. Watu, I got Bill Skarsgård. Just scary. Yeah, we're having it to come in to do Watu. So Captain, what did you say, Panica? Whatever.
Yeah.
I got Corey Hawkins, straight out of Compton. I think he's in The Heights, but he's not going to be singing in this movie, so I'll be all right. Who else do I have? C-3PO. I got somebody who's not, a voice actor or anything. I got Sam Claflin. It's a British guy who's in Me Before You, a couple other things. You probably recognize if you've seen his face. But since he's just doing the voice, I think he'll work out fine.
The voice for who?
C-3PO.
Okay. And who was your Qui-Gon?
I haven't got there yet. I'm not done.
Okay. I was like, I know you mentioned it, and I was like, did I black out?
For Shmi Skywalker, I got Sylvia Hopes. Gonna play them all.
Okay.
For Anakin, I already said I got Roman Griffith Davis. Obi-Wan Kenobi, I've got Shia LaBeouf being my anchor. Yeah.
He's already Han Solo, so.
You are wrong. And I think the last one I got is Qui-Gon Jinn, and I got Brad Pitt.
Okay. I like it. But that's just because I love Brad Pitt. But oh man, I can see it. But you can see Keanu playing that too.
He is going to be used in a later Star Wars film when it gets made.
Yeah.
Don't
hold your breath, dude. Don't hold your breath.
Brad Pitt has to use this role, so Keanu's be saved for later.
See, I don't want to see Brad Pitt die in the movie. So.
Oh, he's getting just straight murdered.
Yeah, man. I don't want to see that happen.
Doug Jones.
And then we have Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Now, I switched directors for this one. I don't know. Did you switch directors for each movie?
I kept Coran for this, but I switched for my third one.
Okay. See, I switched directors in this one. For this film, I brought in the Joe and Anthony Russo to direct the sequel. And Taika's still going to produce the film. He's coming back in a small role as Jar Jar in the film as well. Robert Pattinson's coming back as Obi-Wan. They're going to make him look a little bit younger. Kieran Shipka's coming back to play Padme. They're going to make her look a little older. James Spader's coming back as Palpatine. Bill Hader's returning as Yoda. Chadwick Boseman's coming back as Windu. Billy Eichner, C-3PO. Jermaine Clement for Watto. Kate Blanchett for Shmi. And then we go to the new characters that come in my sequel. The main new character, obviously, is Anakin Skywalker. And he's going to be Anakin Skywalker in the next two films. And I chose Nick Robinson to play Anakin Skywalker from Love, Simon, Jurassic World. He's coming in for this film. For Jango Fett, I chose John Bernthal coming in to play Jango Fett here, which he will also be playing all of the clones, of course. So.
Yeah, I can see it.
For Cliegg Lars, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. He's the one who married Shmi, lost his legs, but he's on Tatooine when Anakin comes. I chose J.K. Simmons for this role. For Bail Organa, I chose Kumail Nanjiani coming in and doing that. And then for finally, for Count Dooku, the main physical villain of this film, it's the one choice that I did that has already been in Star Wars, but I think he would be a good option, and that is Liam Neeson's coming in to play Count Dooku.
Man. He's not going to make it either.
No, he is not going to make it.
I think I forgot to mention my Padme, now that when I'm saying it. But I got Thomas and Mackenzie. So
Yeah.
Yeah, better than.
Just play all the roles.
I hope so. Yeah, absolutely. Eddie Murphy in all the roles. So I got Alfonso Cuarón coming back to direct this. I got Shia LaBeouf coming back for Obi-Wan. Sylvia Hoeks playing Shmi. Sam Claflin, C-3PO. Bill Hader, Jar Jar Binks. Thomas and Mackenzie's Padme. Oh man, I didn't mention my Palpatine either. It's like I was going in the wrong order. My Palpatine is Jeremy Irons, by the way.
Okay.
Completely terrifying.
James Spader is more intimidating.
Get out of here, man. Who are you more scared of, Scar or
fucking
Ultron?
Lizard King, dude? What are you talking about?
Scar or Ultron?
Ultron.
Bill Skarsgård's Watu, Yoda, Bill Hader.
Also, when you said Bill Skarsgård before, I didn't realize you were talking about that Skarsgård. I thought you were talking about the one from Thor.
Eric Selvig.
Yeah.
No, man, it's the younger one.
He's more scarier than Bill, so.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I got Mahershala Ali as Mace Windu. My new characters for Klieg Lars, I got Ethan Hawke coming in for that small role. Bail Organa, I got Sam Rockwell. Got to have my boy in this trilogy somehow.
Okay.
Jango Fett, I got Lakeith Stanfield. And like you said, he's also going to be all the clones. My Count Dooku is Bill Nighy. What? What's that funny?
You're Jango Fett. Okay.
Get out of here, man. John Berthal. It's going to be Lakeith Stanfield. Bill Nighy is going to be the villain of this movie for Count Dooku. And then my Anakin, he's not an actor I'm really fond of, but I can see potential, and that's Timothy Chalamet. I think if you put him with the right director and story, like he's got the look for an Anakin, and like I said, I could see him going back and forth with Shia, especially in pivotal.
Yeah, not a bad choice.
Like I said, I hadn't seen anything where I've just been blown away by him, but I think he's got the right look for Anakin. I think he could do it.
Yeah. I guess I was thinking like long term of all of these movies, and if I recast even like the sequels, that I would probably put him as Kylo in the sequels if I had to recast everyone. So I mean that's not a bad choice for Anakin.
I don't know.
For Episode 3, Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith, I kept the same directors.
I did not.
I brought Joe and Anthony Russo back to do the third film. I'm not going to repeat everybody because all of these people are the same. From the second film, they're coming back. The only new character in this film would be General Grievous, who I chose Benedict Cumberbatch to come in and play General Grievous.
I went with Doug Jones. I brought him back for Grievous.
You keeping him employed?
Yeah, man. I think he's good at what he does. And for the director, I got George Miller finishing the trilogy.
Yeah, I figured that was your choice.
Yes, perfect choice, dude.
He's going to do a really good job with that fight at the end, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I wanted to keep it a consistent feel of those Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith.
Well, see, I think that's why I kept Quran. I felt like the first two have a better feel. Like I feel like those are two closer to the same rather than 2 and 3.
Well, that's just based on what you've seen now. But I feel like it should be the other way around.
Oh, I started saying like, yeah, like of course that's the only thing I've seen.
But I think it should be the other way around because the first one is 10 years before, or there's a 10-year gap between 1 and 2, and there's only a 3-year gap between 2 and 3. Yeah. So I wanted those to feel more connected, especially with the relationship between Padme and Anakin as well, and the relationship between Obi-Wan and Anakin. I feel like keeping the same director's tone there and having the first one be a little bit different earlier on, with a little bit more humor and lighter. So, all right, guys, that's our what if for the Star Wars prequels. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel, and may the 4th be with you.